Buying pads can cause confusion that will lead to paranoia. The other day I was in Woolies in the bucket section and I got a text off my wife, "Please get pads." And I was like, what does she mean, pads? Cricket pads? I don't know, maybe she means an iPad. But you know, we're just not that rich to casually text that. "Please get iPad." Can't be bothered reaching mine, you know. But you know, hey, if the boot was on the other foot, and if I had an itchy penis, right, I would never text my wife saying, "Bring home cock cream." I wouldn't do that to her. I'm faced with hundreds of choices. First of all, size. It's never entered my head what size vagina my wife's got. She's had a baby, but it was a C-section, so I guess she's not super. And I was stuck and I had to ask a shop assistant for some help, and she was like, no, sir. It's got nothing to do with size. How heavy is your wife's period? I don't know, I've never weighed it. What am I supposed to do? Collect it in a measuring cup? And go away on the kitchen scales? And what if I failed to deduct the weight of the measuring cup off the total amount? So it seemed like it weighed loads more than it actually was, and I bought like ultra super massive, huge XXL overnight weekly colossal pads. And my wife ended up with a huge bulge in her tight jeans. And we'd be walking down the street together, arm in arm, and men and women alike would be eyeing up my wife's huge prowess, thinking to themselves, fuck me, it's a she-male. And she's got a gigantic cock. Mind you, he's a big bloke, he could probably take it. Pads with wings. What the fuck is wings? Are they like massive? How big are they? Are they like massive, magnificent, majestic albatross wings soaring upon the ether, up miles above? Or are they like tiny little fluttery ones? Like the golden snitch wings out of Harry Potter. Golden snitch wings for the scarlet snatch. And what about invisible pads? Not daft, didn't bother with them. But it's a very good concept though, just like plastic packaging with nothing inside at all. But see, to my mind, the only person who would ever buy an invisible pad is an invisible woman. Because if an invisible woman wore a visible pad, all you'd ever see would be a pad. I don't know, going about its daily business, just sort of like, perhaps jogging up to the lighthouse, or I don't know, running for a bus, whatever. Which, sadly, she would always miss, because the bus driver would never see her. He would just sort of be driving along and he would just sort of see this pad kind of fluttering alongside him, and he'd think, oh, look at that, how interesting, we were being chased by a giant moth. I did weigh up the cost effectiveness of buying a pallet load of them and covering myself in them and sneaking into the Blues Fest next year. Who's that fucking idiot wearing pads? Shh, you cannot see me within my cloak of invisible pads. And then I realised I'd been stood staring at the pads for at least 5 minutes, and there were 2 or 3 other women stood nearby, and I started to get paranoid that they thought I was some kind of pervert. I was like, oh yeah, every single one of these pads is gonna go inside ladies' underwear. And every single one of these pads is gonna touch a lady's vagina. And there must be 1,000 on each shelf. That's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 vaginas. Oh, that's 5,000 vaginas. You know, if you put it like that, it is quite arousing, actually, isn't it? It's just not normal, is it? It's just not normal behaviour at all. But then again, what is normal? You know, I don't know what normal means anymore. It's like, and so I decided to just look it up in the dictionary. What a good idea! And normal means no significant deviation from the average. And you know, and in like Byron Bay these days, The rest of Australia sort of looks at Byron Bay as this sort of like weirdo, demented pot-smoking capital of the world. And I had this sort of odd experience the other night, and I was just walking across the road, it was night time, and there was this bloke sort of stood leaning into the gutter. He was hunched over, and he kind of like, and then he came towards me, and I thought, shit, what's going to happen here? You know, and then I sort of stopped and went, oh, hang on, I'm in Byron Bay. Actually, there's more people like him than there are like me. Which makes him the normal and me the deviant. And the deviation from the average. He's probably looking at me thinking to himself, oh, look at him, what a freak of nature, getting out of town. Oh my God, look at him, how disgusting. He's not dribbling from the mouth and he's standing upright. Where's that wet patch around his groin? Thank you very much.